Oh, and hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Sharing Your Journeys. So, I'm super psyched today, right? Only because we have Timmy back. So, Timmy was literally one of the kind of top five OGs who came on when we first started Sharing Your Journeys. And it's such a pleasure to have him back on because it's been way too long. And I remember we actually spoke about a part two on the last episode that we did, just to give a bit of an update as to where Timmy is, how Timmy's doing. And obviously, when we last sort of spoke, you mentioned obviously you had just sort of come out publicly wearing it as well. So I kind of wanted to kind of delve right into me and just ask, how is it going? How is your hosiery journey going?
Well, first of all, let me just say I'm wearing a Japanese hosiery today. I got these in Japan. They
Oh,
are
okay.
they are a brand called I'm probably butchering the actual name, but Fusuki.
Oh, I've not
So
heard of that.
I didn't hear of it too. I remember I was in so other life updates. I since last time we talked, I was able to go to Japan again.
Nice.
So I was in Tokyo and I saw like this sort of like outlet store. It's like all like, socks and hosiery. And I was like, Fusuki, never heard of that. Let's go in.
Yeah.
And I just got a shopping basket. I was like, okay, I'm getting this, I'm getting this. And so this is what I'm wearing today.
Nice. They look pretty nice, to be fair.
I think are 28 in here. Yeah, I
I
think it's
like
20.
it. I like it.
But to answer your initial question, oh, I wish I I wish I had a somewhat of a happier
Oh
happier.
no.
Don't worry. Obviously, as you can see, I have not abandoned my journey, clearly. But well, let's just say lately I had to be. I just feel I need to be a little choosy when I go out in like my full shorts and stuff.
Okay.
Um, I don't mean to make this, all about politics and rhetoric and whatnot, but let's just say in the United States there's this massive like anger towards anything that's not like gender binary right now.
Okay.
If any
Okay.
of your if any of your other viewers are in the United States, I'm sure they're might be familiar with that. But to any of your world followers, there's just this intense like anger on that. And I was speaking with my friends. I said, because as I was telling them, oh yeah, I'm doing this episode of something that I've done before, and I'm gonna be regretful to say like it's gonna be a little bit of a sadder.
Yeah.
But thankfully I have friends who are very understanding. But it's in the sense of like before then, you might get a dirty look here and there or whatever. That's fine.
Yeah.
Dirty looks, whatever. But especially with all the violence that's just erupted in the United States of late, it's like when's a dirty look gonna be just someone that wants to like do some harm, you know?
Wow.
I mean, I'm
Okay, wow.
in it like it's happened to me, but
Yeah.
it's something, like personal safety you just have to
Yeah.
consider. Like
Yeah.
I don't want to say like when I walk out the door I feel this intense like, you know, negative energy towards me, but just as opposed to like say when I first started doing this and the climate of the United States since then, it just makes me go, I think I'm gonna have to be like I have to pick when and where.
Yeah.
I
I
didn't mean to
kind
make
of I
it
kind
a
of get that.
of a video so far. I'm sorry. I'm
No,
sorry again.
no, it's fine. Honestly, don't apologize. Don't apologize. Because do you know what? It's as much as like it's amazing to hear really good journeys. Do you know what? I know the fact that there is that other side to it where it isn't all that great. It actually can take a toll on your mental health. It can, as like you said, you've got to pick and choose when you can wear hosiery now compared to I just want to go out and wear it all day, every day kind of
Yeah.
thing. And just touching upon it, like, I mean, obviously you don't have to talk about it if you don't want to. Um, how is your mental health in regards to that? Because I know obviously that's going to be one thing that I'm very big on anyway. But then I know obviously a lot of people who might be on a similar kind of journey with you at the moment, who may be experiencing the same kind of thing. I can imagine they sort of ask that question or kind of go through something as well. So I just wanted just to ask, like, how are you with all of that going on?
I mean, like I said earlier, thankfully I'm not in like I'm in more of I guess of a sort of a good split of like maybe there are people who might not like this and then but at the same time, I'm in a city in the United States where it's generally a little more like liberal and accepting. So
Mm,
I'm for that as opposed to maybe somebody who's from like maybe more of a rural area,
yeah.
that's feeling the same way where it's such a majority of like don't do that. So I'm thankful for
Mm.
that. um but I mean, yeah, that's a good question. I don't think I've ever really thought of it. Like I feel like as long as I still have my giant collection and still
Oh
get to wear it,
yes.
and I feel fine. But there are some days I would like to like sort of like have a nice dress up and it's just like, is today the day?
Yeah. Yeah.
But I was gonna say I brought out my really nice new crop trousers. So in lieu of like not being able to wear like the nice short shorts, I
Mm.
bought crop trousers. So like they go up to almost like halfway to my calves.
Oh, okay.
So even though it's not the exact same, but like if I'm walking around, you can basically see like my whole ankle and like most of my calves. When I sit
Yeah.
down, it almost goes up to my kneecap. So it still gives me somewhat of the
Yeah.
somewhat
Yeah. It's still
somewhat. So
something rather than nothing.
everybody, Amazon, just type in crop trousers. if we're
Oh,
well,
I love that.
if we're speaking about people who are maybe feeling similar, just saying, it's not the exact same as you've probably seen me in photos on your social media, but you know, it's a it's a decent substitute.
Yeah. I'm good. Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I agree. There is something
And
about crop trousers though with hosiery, I have to admit. I do it from time to time, and there's something about it. I don't know what, but it's something, and it's like, okay, okay, I'm feeling this.
well, these are like sort of like dressier pants, so they actually feel just comparatively for anybody that likes a sensation on like clothes and hosiery, they feel great against it. So yeah, I'm not trying to be an Amazon spokesperson, but let's just say the Amazon was the only place I found these trousers. So
Oh, okay, okay, fair enough, fair enough.
and and by gosh, I've looked.
I can imagine because even then they're quite difficult to find. Like, I mean, I can only imagine obviously in menswear, but even in women's wear, it's so hard to find like a good
I
pair like that. So I
I
get that.
I have to say I have to call I have to call I disagree on that because every time I'm looking for that, all women's wear. Now obviously, like
No way.
I could just try to like, convert sizes, but even the style itself is like, it's just not what I'm looking for. Like
Yeah.
you have like obviously like the capri style, which is what I want, but the rest of the trouser is like, it's just not there.
Oh, okay, I get that. Well, it might be different where you are compared to here, because honest to God, I've looked everywhere in London and loads of different places. You can hardly find it, and you think. So now I'm gonna go to Amazon. Go have a look.
Postscript on that: United States Amazon customers.
Oh
Just
damn. Okay. Okay.
but like, and also like trying on different types of shoes. Like, uh, I haven't. You know what's really bothers me. It's like, so I thought, it's like I get my inspiration off obviously from you and like different various celebrities on like how to dress, and I'm like, I think I want to try like wearing like sort of like a mule shoe because
Oh.
because a lot of like, well, obviously a lot of men's shoe wear is very
Yeah.
close toe, close back. But it's like, I'd like to try that. And then I look on again. I look online. It's like, why are you so expensive? You are half a shoe.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
half. Why are you? So
I
we'll get to
know.
that.
I get that. I get that. Because it's like, because I had to so from time to time, like I'll sometimes help um just like a couple of my friends and just sometimes random people actually. And I tend to go like shopping. They'll be like, oh look, I really like this and I just don't know where to get it from. Can you help out? So if I've got the time, I'll obviously do so. And I remember looking at this is on Amazon. I don't know if it's going to be available in the USA, but I definitely know for UK it is. Um because it was one
Come
of the
we become share your Amazon stories.
oh yeah, now we're comparing stories. And it was basically the mules that I wore in my Sony Panda post a couple of days ago when I did the stockings, and it was just a patent mule. So I was like, oh, I remember I got these gifted. I don't think they're available anymore. But obviously I needed a guy size. It was like a guy size UK 10. And then I
Yeah.
went on to and there's another kind of like Dom type of fetish type of site on Amazon. And literally, oh my God, they were about £120. And I'm like, the mules, how are they so
Mules, they're
expensive?
mules. I found a really nice pair. It's in my list, so like I keep an eye on them. But they were about like 95 US dollars, and it's just like,
Wow.
why?
I know it is
And
a joke. It is a joke.
it is a joke. Of course,
Honestly.
there are not many men's mule styles going around, so already it's like one of
Yeah.
very, and of course it's the exact one. It's like, that's the exact look I want. Like the other ones are like,
Mm-hmm.
the other ones I have saved is like, I don't like them as much. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, but just the one. Of course, it's the one.
I know. I get that. Yeah. It's always sod's law. It's always sod's law. But saying that, just I want to bring it back because obviously you said you went shopping in Japan and obviously got that pair. I just
Yeah,
want to ask, have you tried any other brands since we last spoke? Because I remember obviously you tried a couple and then we were gonna, you were gonna go on the hunt for some more. Obviously you tried mine, which honestly, your legs look amazing in them, and I'm always happy posting you. But have you tried any others?
let's see. I think I feel like I feel like you have to know this, and all your viewers, once you find like a group of brands, you're a creature of habit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, I
Like
get
as
that.
as much as I like to explore, like there are just my go-tos, like Fiore, CDR,
Mm.
Wolford. Um, I have to, but these Japanese ones are very nice, but I just can't get them anywhere, so I have to take care of them
Oh
because
yeah, yeah,
well, I am trying to go back to Japan, hopefully next year.
yeah.
So pick up some more, but nonetheless, I can't just readily order these. And I looked, don't worry, and I tried
Oh, I was gonna say, did you go on a hunt?
online. Like it's just not as readily available as obviously going to the physical store. Like I
Yeah,
think online are like one type of style, and that's all they have.
yeah,
And it's,
I get that.
let's see, but like other brands, like I really like Letchery.
Mm.
I don't know if you've seen, it's a Canadian company called Threads.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think I have. I think I have.
I will say they are the best, like sort of everyday utility hosiery
Mm.
for anybody out there. It's a very it's kind of a, they have a really good story too for that small, like small beginnings, and building themselves up. So I like them, but they're actually they're like their panty area is like really durable. So that's why I say they're really good for like everyday
Okay.
utility. Let's see, have I tried any? I feel like I think I tried one because again, social media.
Mm.
The algorithm knows me,
Oh yeah, yeah. They listen to everything.
so they're gonna recommend me anything. But I tried. It's Label. I think they're
Oh, I think I've heard of them. I think I've heard of them. Can't say I've tried them.
mm, gotta say sorry if anybody's watching. It's like if you work for them or you are them. Like sorry, just it just it didn't strike me. Sorry.
Well, to be fair, it's constructive criticism. Every company likes a bit of constructive criticism, so
Oh,
it's okay.
well, if like Bell, you really are watching. I would say just on a personal note, for me with Hosiery, I like that like when you feel like you can glide up and it just feels like so smooth. I don't like part of the reason I don't wear like higher deniers because like you start losing that like kind of gliding sensation.
Mm.
So so if you are a lower denier, that's kind of what I expected. Let's just say with theirs, just kind of felt like I was wearing a higher denier, but it was lower. So that
Oh, okay.
there's the constructive criticism.
Okay, fair enough.
But
Fair
obviously
enough.
they're still around, so like you guys obviously don't need me.
Yeah, you're just the one. You're the one little fish in this big
Just
ocean.
a little one, but there are some obviously like we said, the algorithm's listening, so there's like so many like different brands and companies that I see advertisements for. And it's like, wow,
Mm.
that's great. I don't know if I could afford it right now. And also I have so much. It's
Oh
like,
yeah. How many pairs do you have now?
oh, well, probably not as much as you, but I say a good sizable one. I mean,
Okay.
I have not counted, but I just know it's like a whole like storage like tub in my closet full.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. So a decent amount.
Multiple storage tubs.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So a
I
decent
have
amount.
counted. And then I even have so many I haven't even opened yet.
Oh, wow, really?
Well, some of them are duplicates of like ones that I already have, so I
Oh,
make
okay. Okay. So it's like your
uh,
backup pair to it.
backup. Yes. I
Yeah.
think new style wise, I think I've opened all. Oh, forgot Calzedonia. I love Calzedonia.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Love. I forgot. Sorry, guys.
It's cool. It's cool. You can carry on throwing names out for the rest of the time, so it's okay.
Just didn't want them to think if any Calzedonia rep is watching, just know that it wasn't. It's not by level of importance.
Yeah, yeah. We're just throwing out names. Just for anybody who's like listening, we're throwing out names today.
But yeah, like I think those are pretty much like
Mm.
you know those are my go tos. I think I said it last time too, but they're still my go tos.
No, okay. Well, it's good to know. It's nice to know. So even if it did update, because mine, there's a couple of my favorite go-tos, but then I don't know, sometimes they fluctuate between. Sometimes like my second one would become like my fourth because something else has beat it. So it's
Ooh,
cool. It's cool.
let's say I've tried like the sheer techs. They're
Oh, okay. What do you think?
um well, they're definitely tough. So the advertisements of them not breaking
Mm.
is correct. So I'll give them that. Um, I will say it is a little misleading. There is a little misleading. So while sheer text, you've seen them. They're like we don't break, unbreakable pantyhose.
Mm.
So yes, it does take a lot to rip them, but you can still nick them very easily.
Oh.
So like
Oh.
it won't
Okay.
rip, but like I can't remember if I said this in the last video, but I hate seeing like I wear gloves when I put my hosiery on because I like it to be like, absolutely pristine going on.
Mm-hmm.
I hate nicks. If I see a nick, it almost ruins it for me.
Yeah, I'm exactly the same as you.
And I know
Exactly the
it.
same.
I just feel so wasteful. It's like they're still good, but
Yeah. Yeah.
So with sheer text, first time I put them on, and mostly all of them still, I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna wear gloves
Mm,
because
mm.
obviously you advertise. So
Yeah.
like you could still see like nicks in a sheer text. It just I think it just won't lead to a rip, but they're still
Okay.
there.
Right. Okay. Okay. I get you now.
That obviously when on like traditional hosiery, nicks will lead to rips. So I think
Mm.
with sheer so far with me having them, they just don't rip. So they're correct on that. So kudos. But
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
you know what? They're good. It's just you have. I would say to all the viewers out there, you got to catch them on sale. Like there's no way.
Yeah.
Like that's a lot. Like that's a lot.
No, do you know what? I get that because
All
I
my
was looking at a pair.
all my sheer texts have been bought on like special sales. So
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, and I think you probably had I think yeah, you actually probably have to because it's like when I was looking at getting a pair and I was like it was so funny because somebody had obviously made a comment saying, "Oh my God, why is your hosiery so expensive?" And I was like, "Okay, like, cool, whatever." And then literally, I think either that same day or the next day, I wanted to sheer text, and I'm like, "Excuse me, no one can say my hosiery is expensive after seeing this." Oh my God,
first of all, it's not. The expensive part is not your fault. It's
the
the
shipping.
British mail.
Yeah, I know.
Shots fired.
Yeah. No, but that's the thing. I know that though. I'm one of those I'll happily sort of put my hand up and say shipping is a bloody nightmare. It's an absolute nightmare.
Yeah.
But it's that whole thing of like, and especially oh God, who's another brand? There's another brand I came across. It'll probably come back to me during our conversation. But it was just I clicked onto their website because I was like, oh yeah, like a new brand. I've not really seen it before. And honest to God, they were like at least 30-40 pound a pair, and they were nothing
Oh
special. They were
goodness!
just a simple pair. And
I
I'm
saw.
like,
I saw one just like that, the exact same, and I can't remember the name of the company, but I just know it was definitely Italian, that's for sure.
yeah.
But same thing. I was like, oh, like
Like really, it's
bottle
like I
looks
get it if
bottle
you're a
looks very nice.
seamless, yeah, or if you were indestructible, I'd be like, okay, I get it. You're kind of paying for that. Still a little bit expensive, but you're kind of paying for that. But I was like, you're
But
just
I
a
don't know
bare
this people.
basic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I
And
don't
it was
know
just,
Wolford can charge that much because you're Wolford.
yeah, yeah.
But that they have been crowned, they've been coronated, the like
Mm-hmm.
absolute agree. So, if I see a pair of Wolfords, it's like, well, it's expensive, but
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
Wolford. You can do that.
Yeah.
But sheer text, I don't want to say the indestructible thing's a gimmick, but you have to, if you're going to charge that much, you have to be more than just like, traditional pair of hosiery.
Yeah, yeah, I get your point there. I do get that because even I've thought, God, imagine if I could charge £100 a pair, but you best believe it's going to be snag free, it's going to be
Yeah,
rip free, it's going to be smelling bloody great, it's going to be full of vitamin E and aloe vera, so it's great for you. Do you know what I mean? There's so much to it to make it worth that money, and it's like it'll last longer than like 30 wears. Boom, job
exactly.
done. Do you know what I mean? Kind of thing. So yeah, yeah, I get
Subject.
that. I
I want
get
to
that.
get your opinion on something.
Oh, go on, go on, go on, go on.
Like since we're like obviously we talked about like the algorithms listening to us and just
Mm,
recommend all like different everybody's different like brands and hosiery, but I wonder what you think of all. I feel like tights and hosiery have like somewhat come back, and I feel like people kind of know that, so they're kind of trying to get their name into the game. How do you feel about like just the abundancy of like different different brands out there? Because like
um,
I remember when I was growing up, or and like I think that tights kind of went out of style,
mm.
so there was no like variety. It's either you bought like legs or that's it.
Yeah, I get you. I think my opinion on it is it's funny you say this because I actually had this conversation with one of my friends the other day. Was it my sister as well, I think? And we were on about a lot of people jump onto the bandwagon. So obviously, naturally, you got your OG brands out there. They've been around for so long. You know, they bless them. They've been stable this whole time.
They're
And
not
I
going in.
think, yeah, they're not going anywhere. And it is what I find with a lot of people is people just want to make money quick. What's the
Yes.
quickest way to get a big buck come in? And I think things like celebrities, like, because one of the things that I spoke about, especially with Pantyhose King, is wearing like pantyhose or tights as pants, basically. And it is all you wear underneath is underwear. Sometimes probably not even that, but you just wear them as if they were a pair of jeans or something. And I was just like, okay, so obviously that became a huge celebrity trend, which obviously naturally will get a lot more people wearing it. And I think one, obviously, that helps in terms of growth for all brands. But then, like, one thing I don't like, and naturally, it's obviously my own opinion, is for brands, for instance, like myself, is I'm such a passionate, like, hosiery is like my life. Like, I've got a massive backstory behind it, how I obviously grew like my whole fashion blog with it, to then going with a brand. It's not just I'm here because, oh, like, let's just try and make money somehow. I've always been a big firm believer of, if I could do this, I would do this for free. If money was no object, or if there was no money attached to it, or I didn't need to worry about that, you best believe I'll be giving out quality hosiery for free, because I feel everybody needs that in their life. But I also know the fact that there are so many brands out there thinking it's now a trend. Hosiery is now a trend. Celebrities are wearing it. There's all these people coming about it. People want it more. Let me quickly get on it. Let me buy some cheap and cheerful stuff. I'll buy it for £1 from China. I'll sell it for 20. I'll make a quick buck. And then once it dies down again, it's fine. Let's close it off. And I find it so unfair on businesses that have a passion, like, for instance, like myself, and like Cara Hosiery. I really support Cara Hosiery.
Oh,
And there's
yeah.
a couple of other
Sorry.
yeah, bloody love her.
Yeah.
And but do you know what I mean? It affects us because we love what we do. We put everything into our brands. And it is people that come out with like really just, excuse my language, but really crappy hosiery. It is just, it is annoying, because it's like people are going to buy that thinking, oh, okay, yeah, you're spending a lot of money on it, when you could actually just go to Amazon or eBay or something to go get it. And
Yeah.
it's just like I said, it's just a way to make money quick. They're not here for the long run. And I just feel it does affect small businesses as well as larger businesses as well. It affects everybody who is in it for the long run. So yeah, that's my stance on it. Yeah.
I just I'm not a business owner like you, but it's just but
Mm,
your does sort of like, I would say, like, on the, I guess, a consumer perspective,
mm,
it does just like start to confuse things. It's like, okay,
yeah.
well, good. Like, I don't know, like you said, they could buy it for like £1 and sell it for a 200% markup. But it's like, but as a consumer, I don't know how you got this. Like, you
Yeah.
could post,
Yeah.
in your about us section, you could post anything that, has a good feel good story.
Mm.
Not that I'm inherently calling every brand a liar,
No,
but
no,
I
no. But I get you though. I get you.
know that. So like, and frankly, the only way you can know how the product is, you have to at least buy a pair.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
And I think that's the thing. It's they just expect you to just get it, and then because I've known quite I actually kind of knew a friend of a friend who did that, who basically opened it, not in hosiery, but in just clothing. They opened it, bought everything dirt cheap, sold it for a stupid markup, and then just closed it. And he was like, oh yeah, like, look how much money I've made. I was like, yeah, but do you not care about customers? Do you not care about what you've done? Because I find that, like, to me, unethical. Like, because I have like really just high morals about stuff like that. And you think, from a small business owner, I care about my customers. I want to get to know my customers. And even if they buy from me again or not, I still want to know them. I still want to be able to make friends and have that rapport. And, because you just never know. Whereas
sure.
that was very much, how much money I kind of make in such a quick time, and then close it. And then, yeah, that's it, job done. And he'll just do it again and do it again and do it again. And it's like, really? yeah, it bothers me a little bit. Yeah.
I think I know I probably said this last time, either in a private talk with you or your last video, but I feel like it's not even just like, you know, actual products out there. I feel like there's lots of like content creators out there,
Mm,
but I it's like I can tell you're only wearing it for the camera.
yeah. Yeah.
In
Yeah.
like if I were to see you out and about, I you would never wear you would
Yeah.
not well, obviously, the lingerie part you probably won't wear out in public, but just
Mm,
like, you know, how we just wear hosiery because we like it. I feel like
yeah.
that's probably not you. And that's okay.
Mm,
But like you said, it's like, oh, it's a thing. It's a trend.
yeah.
You know, Chris, it's an interest. I should get in on that.
Yeah, I do feel there's a lot of that out there, a bit too much out there. And it's like how you said, it causes a lot of confusion. Like I know a lot of people are switched on in the sense of like, look, don't trust everything you see on social media and everything. But then
Sure,
people who are, for instance, getting on like younger, for instance, the younger generation, it
sure.
is just they kind of I know a lot of them tend to sort of be like, they see the really nice fancy cars, they see really big houses, they see women dressed up beautifully, thinking that's the norm. A lot of it isn't the norm. Like, and it's like how you said, she'll dress like that in front of the mirror looking bloody beautiful. I like to see her walk out and about, like just generally going about her day. I guarantee you she'll be in jeans with some raggy daggy trainers, a big oversized coat, with hair up in a messy bun. And it's like, no, just I'm not trying to like shame anyone out here, but I'm just
No,
saying it's like the
I
complete
guess
opposite.
there are a lot of like I think now, especially with like Instagram and then like OnlyFans,
Mm,
Patreons, there are a lot of like very pantyhose centric accounts.
yeah,
And
yeah.
again, not saying that I don't like them, but I just wonder. It's like, but do you like this, or is this sort of like your job? Like, do you just see it
Yeah, yeah.
like the kind of like you said? Would you wear this not in the glammed up sense that you obviously put in your pictures and videos. But if I see you out and about, are you just like wearing just, trainers and hosiery,
Mm,
with a big hoodie or something? Or,
yeah, yeah.
like,
I
like
get
do
you.
do you like this or is this just your job?
No, exactly. No, I get you. I totally understand that where you're coming from because I've had so many conversations like this recently with so many different people, and yeah, it is just I think that's kind of like the sad kind of thing about social media. It is just you're led to believe one thing when actually it just could be something completely different.
It could just be
Yeah.
people, yeah, as like, oh, this is how I generate my money.
Yeah,
And that's it.
exactly.
And that's it.
Yeah, and that is it. All right. Well, Timmy, unfortunately, we're coming near to the end, but we can totally do this again if you're happy to, and actually like speak about so many different subjects, like how we was on a roll today. Because I'm totally cool doing that if you want to do that. But it's always that's what I mean. It's always a pleasure talking to you. I
I
really
do
love
enjoy
talking to you.
I do enjoy our chats. I hope anybody out there also enjoys our chats too.
You better. But even if you don't, that's cool too. That's cool too. We're
Any
not for everybody.
yeah. Any lasting questions, or should we
No,
pin it?
I mean, I was just gonna say, if you would like to do a part three, I'm more than down.
Well, I mean, I will talk to you anywhere, anytime, recorded or not recorded.
That's cool. Okay,
To
so
all the
everybody watching,
viewers out there, I have told Sony, I was like, whenever Sony can travel, like
yes,
I feel like she should meet up with all her OGs around the world, and
yes.
like I said this to you. We should do like a joint review.
No, we will.
I don't know,
Honest to God, there's so many
don't know when that
plans.
will happen, but that's just like my it'd be like a bucket list thing to like be able to do a joint
Yeah,
review.
Yeah, no, we will. I haven't forgotten about it. We sure will. Don't you worry. Don't you
And
worry. It's like
obviously, and
ingrained.
obviously, if I'm able to go to the UK, it's not just dependent on you coming.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you do
Oh
that,
my God. If you ever come to the UK, oh my God, please, please let me know. We will just go out everywhere. I will take you everywhere. You just need
or
to let me
or
know in advance.
or or if you could go to Japan and I can go to Japan at the same time, oh my god.
Yes. I
I
really
mean,
do want to go to Japan.
it's amazing. I mean, we can pin it for another time, but I
Yeah.
absolutely loved it there. That's why I've been twice. I'm trying to go a third time. It's just how sometimes you go to places and you're like, this is like I love
Yeah.
this. I
Yeah.
want this place as many times as I can.
Yeah.
That's what it was like for me.
Okay. Right. Japan. Okay. Okay. That's cool. Don't worry, Timmy.
One
That's cool. Okay.
day, because I've said a Sony travel series is like just
Yes.
the natural progression in your YouTube channel.
Oh yes. Do you know what? Yeah. Oh my God, yeah.
Sony Panda travel is like that's just I mean
Yep.
why I
Yep.
wouldn't.
Oh, don't worry, you'll be getting loads of credit for it as well. Don't worry about that. I'd be like kind of a little one-liner at the bottom of everything to be like not created, but like
Special thanks to.
yes, special thanks to. I'm trying to think of the word. Like the founder, Timmy Vo. Yeah.
Like well, there are like that. I think that is like how people do like sort of like that. Not like a full credit, but like you've seen it movies. It really does say at the end of
Yeah.
movies and shows now. Special thanks to.
Yeah. Special
So
thanks, Timmy.
I will happily take a special thanks to.
Yes. Right.
And
Well,
so
thank you so much, Timmy, for coming
it's
on.
been so nice. Like I just I was saying this before you turned on the recording, but it's just been so nice as a fan. You
Yeah.
know, see like just how you progress since like first started following you, and that was like
Ages ago.
I feel oh my gosh, I feel like it's almost been 10 years.
No.
You've been doing this 10. Have you been posting since
Yeah. If not more than 10 years, yeah.
I? Oh, it's been 10. Oh, it's maybe even 11. Oh my gosh.
Wow.